One of the things that interests me is the way that through social prescribing and through connection with musicians, it's the creative process that actually uncovers a lot of a person's, it's not symptom-based, it's looking at the person, and they're able to express themselves because of that creative process. And I just think, you know, that resets everything for me, actually, thinking about why we should be involved in social prescribing, because again, it comes back to the creative model.
It does. I mean, why does an orchestra exist in the first place? You know, we play music. We're not playing it for ourselves. Well, sometimes we are, fair enough. But, you know, the ultimate driving force behind an orchestra is we think this is wonderful music and we want to share it with people. Okay, so that doesn't just have to happen in a concert hall. It doesn't just have to happen in an amazing sort of, you know, ex-car park in Peckham, 2 minutes down the road from me. It doesn't just need to happen in an opera house or whatever, or in a muddy field at Glastonbury. It can happen in lots of places. And it's exactly what you said. It's music's ability to engender conversation, engender the creative process which leads to conversation. Gay Palmer said something very interesting in our session we did for the Association of British Orchestras conference. She said, I can get more out of one individual patient in 15 minutes because of everything I'm doing in social prescribing than a GP might be able to do in 20 or 30 visits.
Yeah.
And I do think that part of the reason is it's that creative process. People tell you extraordinary things while they are engaged in the creative process. All sorts of things come out of it. You know, you and I have seen that in so many different scenarios. One of the things that we've been doing with the Tessa Jarrell Health Centre is playing for people who are waiting to have their COVID-19 jabs. It's something that you know that the centre has given us money for, and the reason they're doing it is not because it's a nice thing to have in the corner because you could just put some music on. It's because that's another way that they might generate conversation with the people they really need to reach, because it's something unusual, something different. It opens people out. It's sort of, you know, there's an emotional connection there that you wouldn't get with recorded music or nothing happening. If that sounds soft and fluffy, it's really not. I mean, healthcare is massively expensive, hugely expensive. And actually, if we're doing things that, might cost a lot of money, seemingly, actually, we could be saving the NHS an absolute, we maybe need to do some research into this, we could be saving the NHS an absolute fortune, because social prescribing is a way of people getting to the nub of what the real issues are that are making them ill or making them not well, rather than a sort of pharmaceutical-based approach. And we do need that. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, you know, listening to a string quartet or making music with some of our musicians is going to cure a serious illness. It is categorically not. But there are loads of other health outcomes that we absolutely can be part of the solution and driving the solution in some cases.
Absolutely. And we are all so much more aware of the importance of well-being after this year, aren't we?